Yes, we are working. Woohoo! Guys, I'm so sorry for that delay. I was having technical difficulties. Plus, I just had to restart my computer and open it back up again. But woohoo! I'm here finally. Hello. So, if you did not read the description, we are going to chapter 6 of Genesis. Now, I did say this in the last stream that I did, that in chapter 6, or so on in my Bible, there's now or never moments, and then there's, those little messages in there. So, during the time, I will be doing that, but I'm going to move to a different room so that way you guys can hear me a lot better. So, you're coming with me. Love you. So, I will give everyone a second to get to Genesis chapter 6. I will give everyone like 5 minutes because I gotta do something real quick. All right. Sorry about that. I am now live. Again, I am so sorry for the technical difficulties that I was having. It just wouldn't let me go live for some reason, but now I finally have it done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Genesis chapter 6. And yes, I might go live again for a little Q&A real quick because I know y'all have questions. But the only thing about the Q&A, you cannot ask about my personal life. That's the only rule I have. Do not ask about my personal life. You can ask what I do, like what I plan on posting in the future, but I don't know. So, our goal is to try and get to Genesis chapter 10. I know we were supposed to start at 12, but I was trying to configure my computer for I don't know how long. 12:43. I was doing it for 43 minutes. Well, not 43 minutes technically. It was over 30 minutes that I was trying to get this live stream to work. So, sorry for the delay. So, I'll give everyone a few more minutes. Genesis chapter 6 is the chapter. That is the chapter we're on right now. If you guys did not see my morning live stream, you can check it out at my channel. And right now we're at Genesis chapter 6. I am completely sorry that it took me so long to go live, but I am finally alive. And again, I might be live in literally 5 minutes after to do a quick Q&A. Then after the Q&A, I will be, I will be probably going live again and sharing my screen and playing Roblox. You guys are allowed to play with me this time on Roblox. So, let's get started with Genesis chapter 6, the flood. When men began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not be contend with man forever, for he is mortal. His days will be 120 years. The Nephilim, I think I'm saying that right, were on the earth in those days. And also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of men and had children by them, they were the heroes of old men of renown. I hope I'm saying this right. Man, no one is getting on the live stream, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm not that popular, so not many people want to join my live stream. Though if we're gonna do this Q&A, I am going to need y'all to be more focused. Again, this is my computer. I'm not doing this on my phone. I really need that $100 for art supplies. So, yeah. Oh my, it's raining. Okay. Sorry, I got off track. I'm so sorry. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on the earth had become, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time. The Lord was grieved that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will wipe mankind whom I created from the face of the earth, men and animal, and creatures that move along the ground, and birds of the air. For I am grieved that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. This is the accountant of Noah. Oh, hello, one person. We are in Genesis chapter 6. I think we are at the 9th one. So if you're wondering which chapter we're at Genesis chapter 6. I will continue reading. But, okay. This is the account of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on the earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress. I think I'm saying that right. Cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are going to build the ark. Is to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Make a roof for it and finish the ark too within 18 inches of the top. Put a door in its side of the ark and make lower, middle, and upper decks. I am going to bring flood waters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything in it. Everything on earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark. You and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2. Oh, shoot. My sticky notes are falling. That scared me. Get back. I might need my sticky notes. Oh, no. You can't see my face yet. I'm not doing this video, so don't Don't ask for that. Don't ask for fixing you, because that ain't ever gonna happen. Anywho. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you and for them. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. That's nice. And you want to know what's better? Another now or never moment. So let's read this one. God has a valid reason and a specific purpose for every instruction he gives us. If Noah had ignored God's instructions back in the day, he would have been just another drowning victim when the flood hit. Then who would have been left? Nobody. Because when God sent that flash flood wave that we call it now, a tsunami, I guess you can call that a tsunami in our days. I guess you can call it a tsunami. Because whenever God sent that and Noah ignored him, if he ignored him, he wouldn't be alive and none of us would be here today if he didn't do that. So that is something to keep in mind. All right, we are at chapter 7. Woo! Let's go. Chapter 7. Yay. Noah did... Oh, wait, yeah, I already read that. What am I doing? The Lord then said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you righteous in this generation. Take with you 7 of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 2 of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, and also 7 of every bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. 7 days from now, I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I've made." And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old. Keep that in mind. When the flood waters came on the earth, and Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Pairs of clean and unclean, of birds and of all creatures that move along the ground, male and female, came to Noah and entered the ark, as God had commanded Noah. After the 7 days, the flood waters came on the earth. And the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the 2nd month, on that day, all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights, on every day. And his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, together with his wife and the wives of the 3 sons, entered the ark. They had with them every wild animal according to its kind, all livestock according to their kinds, every creature that moves along the ground according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, every with wings. Pairs of all creatures that have the breath of life in them came to Noah and entered the ark. The animals going in were male and female of every living thing, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. Wow. For 40 days, the flood kept coming on the earth. As the waters increased, they lifted the ark high above the earth. The waters rose and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. If y'all hear me yawning, I did not get good sleep last night. And the 600, oh wait, I already read that. On that very day, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, together with his wife and the wives of the 3 sons, entered the ark. They had them every kind of wild animal according to its kind, all livestock according to their kinds, every creature that moves along the ground according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, everything with wings. Pairs of all creatures that have the breath of life in them came to Noah and entered the ark. The animals going in were male and female of every living thing, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. For 40 days the flood kept coming on the earth. As the waters increased, they lifted the ark high above the earth. The water rose and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. They rose greatly on the earth. And all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered. The waters rose and covered the mountains to a depth of more than 20 feet. 20 feet. That is crazy. Every living thing that moved on the earth perished. Birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swarm over the earth, and all mankind. Everything on dry land that had the breath of life in its nostrils died. Every living thing on the face of the earth was wiped out, men and animals, and the creatures that move along the grounds and the birds of the air were wiped from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him and the ark. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days. That is a good chapter, but I am going to end it there for now. We will continue chapter 8, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Either way, I really do not know when we're going to continue this. I might do it in the morning. I might do it at night. So y'all better be up. And I would really appreciate it if you guys join me. This is actually really fun to do. This is actually really fun to go live and share God's story on YouTube. Because I know some people nowadays need the Lord in them. And this is to anyone who's struggling right now, you're not alone. God is always with you by your side. Now, if you are anything but a Christian, I do not hate. I support every religion. I support every culture. I support anything besides, the bad stuff. But I support every little thing that everyone does. Even the haters that I get on my channels, even the haters, I don't care what they say, because I know God can handle them. I pray every night. I pray every day. I pray that these haters, I pray that everyone that does not like anyone will find their ways, will find their true selves. And I just hope that they will appreciate the way God works. Now, I will be right back in 5 minutes to do a quick Q&A, see if anyone will join. But I love you all, and I hope you all enjoyed. Bye.